All right, good morning to the hockey family. It is Monday, November the 24th, 2025. I hope everyone had a nice weekend. My daughter had a soccer tournament here, which is great to see. She tries so hard. Really fun to watch her compete. And yeah, I've just been on the road so much lately, as many of you know. I was on the West Coast, in the Midwest, on the East Coast. Like really, our whole office has just been out a lot, working hard, and it's been great seeing many of you and catching up with many of you at the start of this hockey season. So this week in the States, Thanksgiving. So one of my favorite holidays. I think it is my wife's favorite holiday. Yeah, from the turkey to the mashed potatoes, maybe some prime rib on a good day. But yeah, looking forward to this week for sure with some family. Will be great. Last week in markets, really kind of a similar story to what Strax touched on last week. Market down a touch. A lot of it driven around artificial intelligence, the AI valuations. All right, so you know, have some of these big companies, have they been pouring too much investment into something that may be difficult to monetize? Yeah, I don't know. But on that, you've seen some of the more tech heavy names, Nvidia, which reported last week and looked like good numbers, but the stock pulled back some. So you saw the Nasdaq under a little bit of pressure, which again, just given like particularly in that AI space, just valuations are so stretched that the fundamentals really need to deliver to justify those prices. All right, so nice bounce back on Friday, but markets a little lower in general last week. We haven't discussed anything like cryptocurrency in a while, just because it's so complex, and those of you that work with our office understand, like, we like to have a lot of the other foundational pieces, the really important parts in play first. Really make sure that you've got a good foundation and a nice base before we start like exploring other asset classes like that, something that's speculative, and for good reason, right? I mean, most clients don't own any of it, but over the last 6 weeks, Bitcoin down 37%. So from 126,000 all the way down to 80,000 ish. So a really big drawdown over the last 6 weeks. It's just such a volatile asset class that, again, for when you're modeling out plans, it's really difficult to see where it fits. All right, so besides that, I mean, we're coming up on December, which is crazy, that 2025 is coming to a close here already. So a lot of little items that we'll be working on in the office here in the weeks ahead. Things just like tax loss harvesting. So any little small planning that we can do to help you and tax status between now and the end of the year. A lot of that will be done on our end. So most importantly, I just want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. I know I can speak on behalf of our whole office. We're very grateful to work with the many hockey families that we do. And I feel like in this time of there's, in terms of the media, that there's so many negative headlines. I'd encourage you to take a little bit of time this week and just jot down some things that you're grateful for. So some positive inventory. That can get you feeling a little bit better about life. I think that's healthy. So we hope everyone has a great week, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.